Yeah.
That's gotta be. What's your favorite photo that you've taken that didn't catch? That like maybe didn't really do anything numbers wise, but you're just really proud of. Like really, and it's all subjective, but like in your mind.
Yeah. For me, when we went to Banff, we hiked Lake O'Hara, which was, what was, I don't know, 12, 13 miles one way just to get to this point. And like, we were just like happy to get there. And when we got up there, it was like raining and you couldn't see anything. And it was like overcast. And we're like, well, we just did this for nothing. Like, this sucks. We're not even going to get any pictures. And then like 20 minutes later, the clouds just like part. And it's just like the craziest view I've ever seen in my life. There's like 5 lakes down below, like perfectly surrounded by like mountains and peaks. And like, even though like I didn't put like a crazy edit or anything on it, like just the experience behind that photo. Yeah, this place here.
Oh yeah, that's insane.
That's crazy place.
Yeah.
And that was like 12 miles to get there.
Yeah, it's just to get up there, and then like I probably shot like I bet I shot like 4,000 images or something, but not literally that many. Probably like hundreds of images though when I was at that spot, just like knowing I'm probably never coming here again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of these places. It's a 7 or 8 mile hike, or it's like a road, a gravel road up to the lakes and the lodges, and they only sell bus tickets or bus trips to that. It opens one day a year to sell the tickets, and it sells out immediately just in case, because people are like, well, don't want to miss out, I don't want to walk it.
Yeah.
But we're like, we don't have fucking tickets, obviously,
So
so we have to walk up there. And we
Mhm.
went up there like late as fuck, like to where it was like, are we gonna make it back before the bus comes down? Are we gonna have to hike back in the dark? There's a sign right here that says this is a high active bear area. Like,
my
are we gonna?
God.
Yeah.
He was like,
I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, he's like, I don't-
I did not want to do
he's
it.
like, I don't think we should do it.
Me.
And I was like, dude, there's no fucking bears.
He didn't care. He just wanted to go.
Damn,
He just,
dude.
if
I was
he had
like,
to die,
dude,
he didn't
I was
care.
like, we'll just fucking go now. And if there's any bears, you got bear, or like Ed's got bear spray. Like, it'll be fine.
I would not want to put my life in bear sprays.
And if you met Ed, you would not want to put that bear spray in
Oh,
Ed's
no.
hands.
You would want to Ed with bear spray. You're like, oh my god, we're just gonna die.
Yeah.
Let's just
Fuck.
say we were eating somewhere in Canada, and the waitress was like, so like, hi, how's it going? She's like talking to Ed, and Ed's like, thinks she's cute, and she's like, so like, what's up, guys? How's it going? He goes, I'm from Tucson. And you're like,
got game.
bro, Ed, what the fuck? But yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like, it's that long ass 8 mile road, and then from there it's like 2 or 3 miles just to the actual peak where you can get that picture. And it was just fucking, we like hauled ass. We're like, we got to get there before it's dark. We got up there, we got down, we just barely caught the bus, had to pay a little more, got to hike back down, didn't have to hike back down another
Yeah.
8 miles.
Jesus,
But it just
that's
overall-
fortunate for
That
sure.
place though is fucking beautiful. So try to get the bus, but like if you don't, you don't have to go there, but like try to go there and try to get the bus, because it's like, would I recommend the hike? Fucking no way. Because they're like, it's like a pretty level gravel road. Dude, that shit's fucking not level.
No.
Steep and
We'll
Yeah.
learn to.
Yeah.
Literally like that, like almost the entire way.
It's like, dude, you ever been in the Midwest? You know what flat is? You fucking dicks. Like, this was not
This
flat.
is not flat.
And it's like, I think it was like the 7 to 8 kilometer area, and like the fucking road is just fucking up.
It's straight up.
And you're like, bro. Ed has like a metal knee and shit because he almost died in like a motorcycle accident. He's like, guys, I gotta fucking do this.
Oh
I'm like, dude, you got the fucking bear spray. You gotta,
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
have
do
to.
this.
Yeah, we don't have
You're
a
not-
choice.
yeah,
We can't
you're,
leave you
you're the one
behind.
we need. So
God, dude.
yeah, that place was fucking beautiful. So
I can imagine that. I mean, it sounds like fun, even just the hiking part. I mean, it's scary and terrifying and awful.
Good
as it
story.
is. Yeah, definitely fun. Fun to relive in a story, I guess,
Yeah.
as opposed to actually rewalking it. and-
Yeah, I don't think I would ever do the walk again. I would just do the bus, especially now that we've been. Just
Yeah.
Like,
there is a chance if you show up at the bus times that there's an empty seat and you can do it, but you have to be there and it's not guaranteed.
Christ.
So try that. Like, do the early bus in the early day and then be like, all right, didn't work. Have a backup plan. Let's go fuck around somewhere else. So that's the
Yeah.
way to do
It's
it.
a little risky for me. I don't
Lake
know if I'd do it.
O'Hara.
yeah, Lake O'Hara.
All the shit up there is super close together, so you can be like, well, if it doesn't work out, we can just do all this other shit.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. What I asked Dylan this when he was on the show. I want to ask you this, Jordan. What is it about photography specifically as like an art or even, as a passion, a hobby that draws you in as opposed to other things and other arts and whatnot?
Yeah, definitely. So I think you had a similar response to this. It's just kind of like freezing a moment in time that I can reminisce about and just like know that like, hey, I was there, I took this. This isn't just some like random photo off Google. Like this is an experience that I had. And knowing that like in like years down the line when I reminisce about this stuff, I can be like, damn, I remember what that looks like in my mind, not just like what a photo looks like, because there's so much about photos where it's like you can misrepresent what something actually looks like with like perspective, or like focal length, or just a variety of tools you can use. But like knowing what things actually look like and having like an experience tied to that item.
Yeah, even like the story you just mentioned.
Yeah, exactly. Like I can look at photos from all over the world and be like, damn, I remember like how I got there, why I got there, who I was with. Like it's just so much more rewarding to me than other art forms. And there's nothing wrong with other art forms. It's like this is just the one that really appeals to me because like even now I find myself being into like other art forms that aren't even remotely as enriching as that, at least on a personal level to me. But yeah, that it's just the experiences that come with everything just makes it that much more enriching.
Shit got me want to take photos again.
Yeah.
See, I haven't gone out and taken photos in months, but like talking about this stuff's like, damn, I wish COVID wasn't going on so I could go out. Cause like that was like about a year ago. I think we went in August to Banff. So, and that was really the last time, I guess, no, I went to Asia in December, but since then I've not like gone anywhere like specifically to take photos. Like that Banff was the last time I actually was like, we're going here, we're taking photos and just like having like good experiences.
And that's one of the most beautiful places in the world. So that's like, you just like fuck, like I miss that shit.
What do you pack for a long shoot? If you're going out all day to go shoot, you guys are picking a place that you're gonna drive up there and just shoot all day and hang out and have good times, like you're saying. What do you guys pack for like snacks or like what comes with you? What's in your bag other than the camera and that equipment?
We went to Door County. We went to Quick Trip, and you just got a bunch of random shit.
Yeah,
But usually I'm like, if I'm going to Chicago for a day, it's like, well, I'll just bring my backpack and some money, and that's it.
You'll just dine in Chicago.
Yeah,
then?
I usually just get Chick-fil-A or some shit. I'm not like, I need to get deep dish pizza because I'm a white man visiting the city.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, let's get some Chick-fil-A. It's all good. But yeah, usually like, but for that, like
when you got to go hiking, when you got to kind of be
if we're
off the
going
beaten path, like what do you bring for food?
he's probably a lot more prepared than me. I'm just like, I'm gonna bring my camera bag and stuff as many water bottles in the gaps as I can. And then usually I'm like, motherfucker, I ran out of water. I'm really thirsty. And everyone's like, should have brought more water. I'm like,
Fuck, yeah.
I know. But I don't. You've been to like Yosemite and shit. So
Yeah. The biggest thing, headlamp. You gotta have a headlamp with you or some sort of flashlight because in the event that you come down in the dark, like you need to make sure that you're prepared for something like that. So I'd say like that. I usually bring some sort of like snack, like it's like either like trail mix or almonds of some sort because they're really calorie dense. So something like that. I think that's exactly what we brought on the Lake O'Hara hike, the really long one. So we had
Especially
like
walking that many miles, you need something like
yeah, exactly. So it was like that. Water's like definitely the main thing. You can survive with like pretty much nothing but water. That's really all you need. Because like I'll starve on something like that just to keep the weight down because like I'll carry as much camera shit as I can just to avoid having like other shit. Like I don't care if it's heavy. I'm like, all right, I'll go with the bare minimum and my camera shit.
Yeah.
Like that's the most important part. But yeah, like I would say like yeah, like almonds or something, water, headlamp.
Bear
Usually like
spray,
the bear spray is like was specifically for that.
Yeah.
A multi-tool definitely is something that I would recommend. Like I finally got one of those and I took advantage of having that. They're hard to travel with though. That's the only thing. I think you have to check it. I don't think you can actually carry on something like that.
Oh, really?
Because it's like considered a weapon. Because I mean they have like knives and corkscrews and things on them, so you really can't.
It's not a weapon. but
Right,
it's
exactly.
not-
But
yeah.
it's like same with like you can't take a fucking hairdryer on a plane.
Yeah.
Like you have to check that. Like who the what are they gonna fucking beat you to death with a hairdryer?
exactly,
like dude, what
dude.
the fuck is with that? There's so many things like that. But yeah, I would say those are probably my 4 essential items. Outside of that, I can't really think of anything else offhand.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What how do you guys decide like when you want to go? I mean, other than like when you're traveling and you're in these places, and even I mean, I guess even when you are, how do you choose like a specific location? Is it just kind of seeing other people's work and like in a location, you're like, oh, I want to go try and do that, or do something like that, or how do you guys decide like where's the place I want to go shoot?
This is where me and him are very different.
Okay.
Polar opposite
Okay, let's hear it.
So I am like most of when I was in Virginia, I think I talked about it last time, is that I was just like, nice day outside, kind of there's some fog, and I just get in my car and I drive and I go and I just end up places. Or he'll be like, you want to go to Door County today? And I'll be like, fuck it. You want to go to Canada in August? And it's like 6 months before, and I'm like, yeah, I actually have money for once. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's either I'm fucking in going places because someone's like, you want to go? And I'm like, all right, whatever. But most of the time, I'm like, this is a cool area in Virginia. Maybe I'll head up that way.
Yeah.
If I'm driving around in the middle of nowhere and just casually looking at things, I'm like, oh, I saw this on Google. I know where I am. Or, oh, I'm like near here. I can go check out this waterfall.
Yeah.
But I'm not a very prepared person. I'm not like looking up, oh, this exact thing is sick, I need to go shoot this. I would like go to a city and be like, I know like some shit, but like I just want to walk around and see what the fuck's going on, shoot things that I find.
So you're that guy at the gym that just kind of goes in and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do some curls, and you're like, all right, now I'm feeling. I'll do
Yeah.
some squats over there.
Exact-
Now I'm
yeah.
feeling it. You kind of instinctfully.
Yeah, that's a pretty good
shooting,
analogy. I'm
instinctively
just like,
training.
fuck it, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
And let's see what happens. And I get some cool
You
shit
get a
out
lot
of
of
it.
good shit out of it.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Versus my approach is like going in, I pretty much know everything I'm trying to get out of something. So I'll do a lot of research like up front and be like, okay, all these spots look really cool to me. I want to go see that with my own eyes and like have this experience.
Yeah.
So I take a lot of inspiration from others' works. Like I don't claim to be some like artist that's like going to change the world or anything. Like I'm
Yeah.
just like, that looks really dope, that guy did that, I want to put my own spin on something like that. So what I do is just a lot of research on like certain areas and certain spots and be like, okay, yeah, we're gonna hit all those spots, and here's like what my take's gonna be and like how I'm gonna edit it.
What's something you look for?
I don't know, I feel like it's like I just like look at something and if it like catches my eye, I'm like, yes, that's it. Versus like it's very arbitrary. I don't really think there's anything like specific that
Just kind of
that stands out.
kind of like instinctual, almost like what you were saying.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like kind of funny when we did the Banff trip, it was like the perfect storm of like how he shoots and how I shoot. So I had a bunch of spots that I was like, yeah, we should probably hit these spots. These are super dope. We might not come here again. And then we were just like driving around aimlessly around this entire like Banff Jasper area. And we'd just be like, hey, that mountain looks dope. Let's just pull off on the side of the road and shoot it. So
Yeah.
there was a very good balance. Yeah, so it was kind of cool because like I hadn't shot in quite some time even before that trip, and like he was able to kind of like pull me out and make me like shoot a little bit differently, and it was a lot more enjoyable than my typical spot to spot to spot approach.
Yeah, so one of the perks I'd say of us shooting together after a while is that I did not get burnt out in Virginia because I was super casual about it, whereas he was traveling the world, going to a city. He's like, I got 8 hours before I have to get to the next city. So he's got from Instagram, like, I need to go to this spot, this spot, this spot, this spot, this spot, and he goes,
Yeah.
and he did that all over the world. So he told me, he's like, I'm fucking burnt out. He's like, honestly, he's like, I gotta take a break. He's like, I don't really care anymore.
Damn, yeah.
Door County was really the first place where we would just kind of were like, well, we just gotta take pictures, and he just, it was the first time he fully did my kind of shooting where I'm like, fucking pull over, those trees look dope. And he's like, oh yeah, you're right, those are cool. So like then it kind of rejuvenated him, and then it was like kind of like a prep for Canada. So it was definitely super nice because he even told me like, he was getting himself burnt out, and it was just like I was like, well, fuck, that's kind of sad because the only guy I shot with him, he's like barely even wanted to shoot photos anymore. So then when I like realized, I was like, oh well, if he shoots my way a couple times, maybe it'll realize like, oh, do shooting more for shooting. Focus less on like the Instagram side because it can swallow you up, especially if you're fucking shooting up in followers. It's
Yeah.
like then it can be like, oh fuck, that's the bad part about the constant content.
Yeah.
Is that you're like, fuck, I need to give them content.
Yeah, and too, I'm sure especially with growing the page and whatnot. Even when I kind of asked you, kind of a shitty question now. Thinking back on it, when I asked you like, what was your favorite picture that you had that didn't really go? It's tough sometimes as you're doing things online that when you get this amount of likes or this amount of views on something, then you almost value it at that as opposed to which one was actually your favorite or which one
Right.
like the experience and all that other things. And I think that's kind of what you're touching on with the whole getting swallowed up in it, because I've had that happen before where I was like, I'm just making videos where we did a skit and I was like, dude, that was so funny. I'll still laugh at it. And it, got like, 100 views or something stupid. And it's like, then this other videos, a couple thousand. And I'm just like, damn, maybe that one sucked. And you do kind of get caught up in it, I feel like, when you're on the train of just doing it over and over again. A lot of shit.
Yeah, I definitely remember years ago when we were just starting, like, man, I don't really care about the likes. It doesn't matter to me. And then a year later, I'm like, wow, I really cared about the likes then. I don't really care about the likes now.
Yeah.
And then a year later, I'm like, damn, I still kind of cared.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, I really don't care now. And then like a year later, I'm like, I fucking still kind of cared. And now I feel like I'm actually at a point where I'm like, I don't fucking care. I
And
literally
next
post.
year we'll do
That's what I'm
this
saying.
again
Like I
because-
posted a photo like 2 days ago that I was like, they're gonna fucking hate this. Like Instagram's gonna be mad. Like they're gonna hate that I posted this and they're not gonna like it. And I was right. And I was like, haha, like fuck you. Like it was almost like a spite thing. But I guarantee I'm gonna look back and be like, why the fuck did I care that they didn't like it?
Yeah.
Like why do I
exactly.
care that they like it or not like it? Like there's just still some level where deep down
You
you
always
still
think
kind of
it-
give
yeah,
a fuck.
Yeah,
And it's tough.
and it's definitely tough because it's like when you're creating things for even at the end of the day, like when you guys go to take those pictures and you guys have these enriched experiences where you can come here and tell me with a smile about this hike and all this other shit, this Ed guy with the bear spray, like that, no amount of likes can make that better or worse for you guys.
Right.
And I think like even myself, dude, I get caught up in that with music and stuff like that, where I will drop a song and I'm like, dude, I love this fucking song. I still love this song. And obviously, you know, every picture, I'm sure you know, you're trying to be better than the last one. And for me, every song, I'm trying to get better than the last one. But it's interesting with that whole dilemma of like likes and views and things like that, and how it kind of affects our brains.
Yeah,